tries to say this person, that person is a dictator, that person is a dictator, the first question you need to ask is, what is it that that country has that America needs? That's the first question you need to ask. America is the biggest oil junkie in the world. America owes so many countries money. It's insane. It's really insane. So whenever she's talking about other countries and saying these are terrorists, see, you go to another nation that didn't invite you. You try to have negotiations and tell them, listen, give us your oil, diamonds, etc. We'll have some negotiations. And they say, well, no, we don't want you to have that. You go to another one. And America says, oh, okay, cool. So America leaves, and what do? They send in agents through the CIA. They assassinate the leadership after they use the media in that country to turn the people against the leader of that country. Then it's called a coup. They assassinate the leader, and they prop up someone who was a CIA agent who they have trained to be the new person to run for the leadership of that country, put him in place, and then they have free access to the wealth that they already were trying to get in the first place. This is called a coup. America's been doing it for a very long time. They have murdered and assassinated leaders all across the planet. America is a gangster, brother. I mean, a real one. They feel like money is their God. They'll say God with their mouth, but they'll show God with their money. God meaning G-O-D, gold, oil, and drugs. Okay? That's their God. Gold, oil, and drugs. That's their God.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. As you can see, I found this video on social media about how this Jake brothers basically talking about how America is basically a hypocrite. How they pretty much make the media believe that this other country's leader are, terrorists. But we all know that America is the biggest terrorist in the world. And how if when they go to a country, they want their resources, and if that leader does not want to comply to what they want, they send their agents to assassinate the leader, and they put their own agents. And he also talks about how their God is gold, oil, and drugs. And I got this book. I got the scriptures called. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short?" So yeah, we all know that the wicked is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Because if we go to the book of Job, chapter 9:24, it says the wicked is given to the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So this is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 5. That the triumph of the wicked is short. So yeah, his triumph is going to be short. Because pretty soon, the judgment of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is going to be brought in this kingdom. And the joy of the hypocrite, so we know that America is the biggest hypocrite in the world, but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. So yeah, you can see that pretty much, because all this power they have, they become really prideful. And of course, if we go also to the book of Malachi, because a lot of people will not believe that Esau Edom is the wicked that the scriptures speak of. We always bring out Malachi chapter 1, verse 4 says, "Whereas Edom, so-called white man, said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places." And this happened when they were in the Renaissance times, when they came back, and Renaissance means rebirth. Thus say the other one, Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. So right now, United States, they're building up their country, their kingdom still. They still think they're going to be here forever, but the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is going to throw down. He's going to destroy, because he's going to be judging them. Thus say the other one, Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. So who is the wicked? We know it's Esau Edom. And the people against whom the other one, Yahweh, had indignation forever. So the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, hates Esau Edom. And we also go to the book of Habakkuk, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It reads right here, "Yea, also because he transgressed by wine," his wine represents philosophy, the philosophy he has shown not only to his kingdom, to the people of the United States, but to all around the world. "He is a proud man," he's very prideful, "neither keep it at home, who enlarges his desire as hell." He can never be around his own country. He always has to go all around the world to find what new resource he could, take hold of. "Who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as dead, and cannot be satisfied." He's never satisfied. He always wants more. But gather unto him all nations, a heap unto him all people. So you can see in the video how he holds money of these other countries, how that brother, that Jake brother, was speaking about it, how he holds money from these other countries, and there's the list. But he gathered unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. Should not all these take up a parable against him, and taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, woe means destruction, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that landed himself with thick clay. So yeah, pretty much we know that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, always wants more, and he always wants to get involved in these other countries and take away what's theirs. And we know them because even Yahweh Shai talks about it. You shall know them by their fruits. It's the book of Matthew chapter 7 verse 16. It says right here, you shall know them by their fruits. And what kind of fruits have they been showing ever since they got into power? Well, we go also to the book of John chapter 10 verse 10. It reads, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. So what has Esau Edom, the so-called white man, have done ever since he been into rulership? He has been stealing, he has been killing, and he has been destroying these other nations that he has conquered. And he has done it with the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So again, it's the book of John chapter 10 verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. So Yahweh Shai said, hey, the thief comes to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But when he came to the world, he came to give them life. And how does he give them life? With his word, because he is the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. But he only came for the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Also, the Jake brother talks about how their God is gold, oil, and diamonds, because they have no God. Their God is on the left side, pretty much the evil. They believe in Satan, not knowing that Satan works for the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. But we always go to the book of Psalms chapter 10 verse 4. It reads, the wicked through the pride of his countenance, and we know he's prideful, will not seek after Yahweh. He will not seek Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. So he's not, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, is not even in the thoughts of the so-called white man, Esau Edom. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemy, he puffeth at them. So yeah, he's really prideful. He doesn't want to, follow the law, statute, commandments of the Heavenly Father. But these other nations will never do it. They will never be able to keep the law, statute, commandments that the Heavenly Father only gave to the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Verse 6, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. So that's how you know they're really prideful, not knowing the fact that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, bring it up and he bring it down. He wound, and he healed, he killed, he make alive. Everything is in the controls of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. And we go to the book of Obadiah chapter 1 verse 1. It reads, the vision of Obadiah. Thus say the Other One Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Other One Yahweh, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So this is where all these other nations are pretty much getting ready to go to war with Esau Edom. It's gonna happen pretty soon. You can see it right now with what's going around the world. Rumors of war. These other nations are tired of Esau Edom. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And you can see that the Esau's Edom, his people are dying off because they're not having babies. And also their women are mixing themselves with these other nations. And we know that you are the father of, you are the son of your father, because the seed comes from the loins of man. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. These other nations despise them. The pride of thy heart, the heart represents your mind, had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Who came from the Caucasus Mountains? That will be the Caucasians, the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That sounds pretty prideful to me. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence would I bring thee down, said the Other One Yahweh. So that's what's going to happen. pretty soon the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna judge the great whore, which is Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, which is United States, which we know it's the United States. And you know, we just got a couple more prophecies before that happens. And then after that happens, they're gonna do 1,000 years slavery, and then the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna completely destroy them. We will never see them again. And we can go back to the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 7. Chapter 20, verse 7, and it reads right here. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, pretty much like shit. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? So we're seeing them right now, but after 1,000 years of slavery, we're gonna be like, where are they? They're not gonna be there no more. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which shall Salak, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. So yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna be the judgment of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They're gonna be destroyed by bombs, by these nuclear bombs from these other nations. In the new kingdom, they're gonna get 1,000 years slavery under the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And then after 1,000 years, the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will completely destroy them. We will never see them again. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Rakah Kadash Shalom.